That is it.
Nice. So today what we're going to do now is we are going to dive a bit more into CSS. Do you remember what CSS is?
The side is oh, contrast style.
I said CSS is cascading,
Cascading.
CASCAD, cascade, DING, cascading, CASCADING. So it's how you give design, it's how you style your web page. For instance, now this table, it looks as if everything is squashed together. It's not, doesn't really look cool, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what we are going to do today is we are going to look at a few more HTML elements, some extra tags. What tags have been taught to you so far?
The roots, body, paragraph, title, head, HTML, CRTH.
Have you done anything like div?
Like you.
Div,
Underline.
Vid. Okay. Have you done lists like UL? You know what? Let's just keep on going. We are going to today. What we are going to look at is heading, like H1. We are going to look at H1.
Yes, sir, I've done that one.
You have done no problem. We are going to style it. We are going to style.
Yeah, this is it here, H1.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes, I also did break.
You also did break, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We are still going to use all these things, but we are going to add some style to it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So how should we do it? Let me open my hold on, what part of it is being recorded? Sorry, I'm coming. Buffer. Okay. Let me put my own text editor here. Okay, wait. Stop sharing your screen. Let me share mine too. Awesome. So I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see my screen? Sorry, I've not been shared it and I'm asking.
No, not yet.
My application window. Let me share my entire screen. Okay, I'm sharing my entire screen. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So now we're going to come back to this full timetable. I'm going to still use this as an example. We won't spend too long here because we've done we've written most of the code on Wednesday, right? Sorry, on Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
So let me open this in the browser. Cool. So now, what we're going to do is to add a heading. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to add a heading. We're going to add a brief description, and we're going to play around with margins. Do you know what a margin is?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
What's a margin?
It's like
Yeah.
a line. At times it's invisible, at times it's visible, but the line that like I don't know how to explain it.
No, don't worry. From what you have said, I know you know what a margin is. It's a line that is used to set the boundaries of something. Let's go with that. Invisible or visible boundary around something. That's what we can call a margin. So we're going to play around with margins, and we're going to try and use margins to center this. We're going to try and use margins to center the timetable a bit. So let's first of all put a header on top of the table.
Okay, sir.
Each one. Which one? What should we? What's the name of your school? Your secondary school?
Sir, Air Force Secondary School.
FL.
Air Force.
Okay. Air Force
Secondary School.
Secondary School.
Shasha.
Don't worry, this is okay. Air Force. But you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Air Force Secondary Schools.
Shasha.
And don't worry about where it is. Food timetable. Let's see how that looks here. F4 secondary schools food timetable. So let's add some, detail. Paragraph. Tell me something about food.
You put the P tag for paragraph.
Okay, what did you say?
You put the P tag for paragraph.
Yeah,
P.
Yeah, I can. What should I put there? Tell me something to put there.
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe table.
This timetable or this schedule is designed to cater for all the students' nutritional needs. Let's see how that looks. Cool, right?
Yes.
So now, moving on, I'm now going to next thing we're going to do now is to play with margins. So you set your margins. As you can see, the margin is set to the extreme left. There's virtually no space at all. There's no.
Yes.
It's set to occupy the entire screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So we don't want that. So let's play a bit. We want it to move towards the. Let's just move it away from the. Let's move it away from the side of the, from the what do they call it, from the extreme left. So now we are going to put the margin on the table. Let's play with the table's margin first. So there is what they call it. There are different ways there are different margins. There's the margin for the left, margin right, there's margin top, and there's margin bottom. And you can set all that with CSS. So margin. VS Code allows what they call it. It has some. It gives you expo in case you forget something.
Okay,
so
sir.
You have your margin top, margin bottom. For now, let's just look at margin top, margin bottom, margin left, and margin right. There are other things. there's thank God there's even a short explanation here. It said the shorthand property that sets the value that set values the thickness of the margin area. If left omitted, it is the same as the right. If bottom is omitted, it is the same as top. If right is this is the one we want, margin top. So margin top sets the margin for the top. Like, you know, if you wanted, for instance, now, you know, all these drawing books, there are no lines on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you wanted to, it's just like your browser, really. Your browser, just see your browser as one big drawing book with nothing on it. You can even see
Yes.
it's even white. So now you might want to start writing here. In case you wanted to write now, you might want to start writing where my mouse is.
Yes.
So the way you would do that on the browser is to set the margin here, to set the margin to this point. Okay. Do you know that said, there are different units of measurements on the browser? You know, like meters. What other unit of measurement do you know? Inches.
Inches, yes, and inches, centimeters, and
Feet. You know, so that is 4 feet. Is it 4 feet or 4 feet tall? Sorry. Okay. I am 5'9". I'll talk from 5'10". But yeah, somebody you say you.
some.
Hello, Samiat.
Hello, sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Sir,
I said,
you
what
were
was the
talking
last
about
thing you heard me say?
you were
About
talking about the measurements.
yeah. I was talking. I'm going to tell you two major units of measurements that we can use on the browser. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sophia. That one, that's beautiful. That almost got an abuse. No, just
Hello.
sir,
Can you hear me?
I said measure. Sir, your screen is going on and on. So I don't really understand.
So I'm very sorry. It's the network that is terrible. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
You can see it, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the network. Yeah. As I was saying, I said that if you wanted to start writing here, you have to set the margin top to this place. The distance will be from here to here. And the unit of measurement we use on that, I'm going to introduce you to two major units of measurements to use on the browser. The first one is the pixel. Have you heard of a pixel before?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's the unit of
What?
measurement on the computer.
Awesome. Yes, it's a unit of measurement on the computer screen. That is what we're going to. That is what we're going to be doing. So now you set the and its unit is px. Pixel, like, centimeters is cm, meters is m, kilometers km, inches is in, I think, feet is ft. So pixel is px. You know, pixel is spelled Pixels.
Hello, sir. Sir, are you still there?
Hello,
Sir, are you still there?
I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere till we are done. So please, even if we disconnect, just give me a few seconds and I'll probably come back on. Yeah, I'm sorry about the inconvenience. Okay. As I was saying, the second unit of measurement we'll be looking at is the percentage. You know what percentage is now?
Yes,
Simple interest. You have done simple interest now.
yes, sir.
Principal times rate times time. Rate is percentage, Abi. Yeah, yeah. So we are going to be looking at the percentage. You know, percentage is simply a fraction, Abi. Hello,
Sir?
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So you know what percentage is now? Percentage
Yes, sir.
is just a percent. It's just a fraction. When you change the base to over 100, when you change the denominator to over 100, it becomes a
Yes, sir.
percentage. So percentage is this other unit of measurement that you use on the browser. It's another. There are other ones like um, REM. There are other units of measurement. But for what we are doing now, we are going to just be looking at pixels. But I'm going to just tell you about pixels and the percentage. So now we can now set our margin top here. Margin top for the table. We are setting. So as I was saying, you can see there are different units of measurements, plenty units of measurements that we can use on the browser. But for this, we are going to be looking at pixels. This is pixels and and percentage. So now let's set the margin top to 50%. Let's see what happens. And then I will explain what the percentage is. And then we refresh this one. See where the margin top came to. Look at where but you can see that the table moved to the almost the bottom of it moved
Yes.
so far down. So now what they call it, what percentage is it takes 50. What when you use percentage, it takes.
Hello, sir. Sir, are you there?
Can you hear me, Samia?
Yes, sir.
What was the last thing I said to you?
Sir,
What was the last thing I said?
you said that you wanted to do the tape that's margin tops before you disconnected it.
Okay, I said okay. Let me show you how percentages work. So now, if you set your margin top to 50%, let's see what happens here on the browser. You can see that the table moved from where it was up here. The table was somewhere up here before, right?
Yes, sir.
It moved down here.
Okay.
Now, let me explain how percentages work. When you use a percentage on something, it takes the percentage width or height, maybe 50% now. It takes 50% of the
Hello, sir. Sir, are you there? Sir. Sir, I can't hear anything. No.
Hello, Samir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Very, very sorry. So I was explaining what exactly containers, right?
Yes, sir.
So that 50% now, what it does is it takes 50% of the total height of the container. So now looking at this table, look at the table tag here.
Yes,
The
sir.
table the table tag is inside what tag?
And the tag is inside the body tag now.
Exactly. Table tag is inside the body tag. So now the body that makes the body the container. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That makes the body the container. Now the body, I'm setting. I added something now to the body tag. I'm making it the full height of the screen. It doesn't don't worry about that. I was just trying something out. So what it does is that it looks at the body. The body is the entire screen from here to here. This is the body. The body is the entire screen. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
So now you take 50% of it, maybe from here to here.
Okay.
This 50%, and then it adds it to the top here. It puts it on top of it. Let me remove it for now. Hello, Samiat.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. So it takes that 50% from here to here, and then it puts it on top of this, on top of the table, and pushes the table down. That's what happens. So by the time I put, if I put, 75% here, the way to push it will be more down here. If I put 25%, sorry, if I put 25% as the margin, you can see it here. Hello?
Okay. So I can hear you.
Yeah, you take 25% and push it and put it 25% of the width, and puts it on top of the what they call it.
The
Are you there?
yes, sir.
So the same thing. If you put margin left, I set margin left to 25% too. It moves the table from here to here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So it takes 25% of the total. Sorry, I'm checking for some. Yeah, it takes 25% of the total width and adds it to wherever to the. For instance, now I set it to the margin left, 25% of the total width, and then it moves it by 25% of it. So you might not know the number, but it moves it 25%. So let's look at it. If you look at it on a smaller screen, it will still be the same 25% that will move.
Okay, sir.
See, it is always going to be 25% of the. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Sir, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So let's check out pixels. If you have 100 pixels here, I tell you pixels is another unit of measurement. So
Okay,
I'm
sir.
putting the top as pixels. 100 pixels. It moves from here. This was where it was before. The former top was somewhere here.
Yes, sir.
The former top was somewhere here. So it moved it by 100 pixels. Really, the more you have to get used to pixels, because to an extent it might appear differently on different sizes of screen, but let's not look at that for now. So 100 pixels moves this one from this place, from the former top to this place. If there was a ruler we could use to measure it, from here to here will be 100 pixels. Actually, there's a ruler we can use here. Don't worry about it. I want to show you something. So this. Forget about the ruler. Don't worry about it. I wanted to show you how to check more. It's not like don't get again. Anyhow, so moving on to the margin, to the left margin. Same thing. Let's put 100 pixels here. It will move it a bit. To move it by 100 pixels. 100 pixels. If you notice, they are the same. 100 pixels from here to here. 100 pixels from here to here.
Okay, sir.
So you can do the same thing to everything. This is H1, Abi. Let's move the
Yes.
H1 to H1. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So the margin, look at this now. I set the margin left to 25% to give it some kind of center to make it look a bit centered. It's not exactly centered, but you understand. By the time you move it a bit, I'm going to show you how a trick that you can use to center stuff eventually, maybe later. Sha. So the same thing, you can add that to this. You can add to the paragraph. You can add margin left as 25%. Right, it will start from the same place with this one. Look at them, straight line. If I put the table margin left 25%.
Okay, sir.
Tell me without I've not refreshed, but where will it appear? Where I get to the place, tell me to stop.
Um, stop.
Where? Here?
Yes.
Here?
No.
Here?
Yes.
That's where it will appear because it's the same unit, it's the same 25% we set. That's why it's going to appear there. So the same way, you can actually add margin to you can actually style your body to the body of the entire, your body. So let's put a margin top for the body to make it look less scary, look weird that way. Margin top, so you can actually put a you can also style your body. When you apply the body to the style to the body, it's going to affect I told you the body is a container. So now for the body, I put a margin of 25%. And by the time I refresh, you will notice that there is space, 25% space here, 25% width of the width space here. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
From here to here. 25, you can reduce it to 5%. Refresh. You can see it looks more reasonable like this, right?
Yes, sir.
So let me show you another style, background color.
Background color.
Yeah, this is how it is. And the color, spell color.
COLO.
I know the one you know is COLOUR, Abby.
Yes, sir. But sir, that one is a verb. Color is
Yeah.
COLO. Color is
Color.
COLO. Color is
I know, I
COL.
know, I know. Color.
COLUR is the verb. Sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So as I was saying, this COLOUR is British spelling of color, both for the noun and for the verb. The American spelling of color is COLOR. Let me show you. Let's Google it. COLOUR or COLO. So in the United States, the word is spelled color without a U. The rest of the world spells it as color. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, that is what that so the CSS English is apparently American and they use COLOR. So the background color, let's set it to my favorite color, blue. You can see it.
Yes, sir. Ah,
Um,
black is kind of
what is it?
blending in it.
Yeah, blue. I have to change it from my favorite color. And you told me you don't have a favorite color. Let's use pink.
Yeah.
Something lighter. Much better, right?
I like red.
You like red? Who is there?
No, Sada
Go
is
and show
my
me.
brother. Sada was my brother.
Hello. Greet him for me.
Hello.
Let's go your brother's color. Red. Red might blend in a bit, but because it's your brother's color, we'll manage it like that. Red. So now we can apply these styles to everything actually. You can so the H1, we can make the H1 color. There's an let me now to change the text color.
Hello. Please go, please. Oh, Regina is charging his battery. Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, awesome. So now let's add color to the text. Now to add color to text, all you have to do is to just write color. Simple as color. That's it. And let's go with, you can use pink. Let's go with purple. Even purple will be a bit weird. That is for the heading. Can you see it? I'm sorry, but we have to change your brother's color this time around. I'm sorry, bro. Let's go back to pink. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Hello? So we set the
Yes.
color to what's the color of your school's uniform?
So our color is blue, navy blue and sky blue. Yeah, I want to see the first one. Let me see the first
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So let's set the paragraph for blue
Wait.
since it's the color of your school uniform. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So you just put color blue. So let me remove the margins. Let me remove the margins that I put on the body on all these things. Let me remove all the margins first. There's another way of measure, there's another unit of measurement that I'm going to show you now. It's not a unit per se, it's just something called auto. I'm going to put it on the body tag.
Yes, sir.
So you can set your margin left, margin top to auto. Tells the computer to do whatever it likes, whatever it feels is nice. So usually, let me set margin think there's text align. Let me type something. Good. So now there is another property that I'm going to show you before we move on to the margin. Is text align. I'm going for simplicity for now. Let's look at text align. From what the name implies, you can guess, Abby.
Yes, I can guess. It makes the text get aligned.
Should have prepared. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So you can guess what text align does. Can you guess what text align does?
It's
It
aligned,
positions
like it makes it on a straight line.
Did you do? I'm sure you must have done, but you did Microsoft Word.
Yes, sir.
So in Microsoft Word, you saw how to put your text in the center now, how to move it,
Yes,
justify.
sir.
You saw those things.
Yes, sir.
So you can do that here with HTML. You can do it with CSS.
Okay,
So
sir.
the text align, you can move your text align to. Let me show you what it has. Text align can take center, end, justify, left, right, start. So let's just look at center, left, and right. So that let's look at right. Let's align your text to the right. Boom. You can see all the text move to the right.
Okay, sir. Yeah, apart from the table.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
They can see when I text align, all the text move to the right. Familiar from Microsoft Word. Hello?
So I can hear you.
Does this look familiar from Microsoft Word?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that is the text align. You can also text align to the default is left because most people write from left to right. So you can
Yes,
align
sir.
it to the left. And there's center. If you notice that I am only setting it on both of them. It works for both of them, for both the heading and the paragraph. Do you know why? Look at this. Do you know why it is affecting both heading and paragraph?
No, sir.
Because I'm setting it in the body, the container. Both H1 and paragraph are inside the body, and I'm setting the text line for the body to center. So if I add another paragraph, that paragraph to the center.
So I
This
don't understand what you're saying. Line is
okay,
breaking.
sorry, I'm very sorry. I asked you that. Do you know why I am setting this text align once? So normally, okay, let me remove it from here and put it here. Text align under H1. You can see that only H1 is centered. The paragraph is not centered. And then if I put another one here, now both of them will be centered. But what I did before was it was only here under the body, and both of them are centered.
Okay, sir.
So I asked you that, do you know why I only had to set text align to center under body, and it affected both of them.
It's because they are both texts.
They are both text and they are inside the body.
Each
So you
one
see the
is
body here.
under body too.
Yeah, each one is under body. P is under body. And then I set the body. I styled the body that any text that is under body, if I set another one like H3, F4 secondary school full timetable. What's your school motto?
Sir, is perseverance breeds success.
Perseverance breeds success. So this one too will be centered. Can you see it? Sorry, very. Perseverance
Okay.
breeds success. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So that is what, if you set anything you set to this place would affect the content, everything that is under it. If I add another text to center it automatically. No, I've added color to that perseverance breeds success. So another thing, another style we are going to look at is we are going to set a style here. Body tag, margin left, auto, margin right, auto. Mm. Know what? Let's just set what do you call it? Let's set the margin here. So let's try and center this one manually. So margin left for the what they call it, for the table. Let's set the left margin to, let's play around 30%. Let's add more percentage. You see that it looks somewhat centered. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is your school. Let me use the margin for the body. Margin top as 10%.
Okay, sir.
So I think this is okay.
Yes, sir.
So now this can be, obviously there are still other stuff. I'm going to share a link with you so that these are simple things that you can learn by yourself. At the end of the class, I'll share a link with you that you can read more about HTML and CSS, and
Okay, sir.
you'll be able to create awesome stuff with it. So Before we move on, before we do that, let's see what else should we do. What else should we add? Actually, let me check this thing. What else was he supposed to do?
So can we try pasting an image?
Oh, you want images?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Let's do an image then. Let's do images. For to add images now, there is a type called image. Sorry, not image. Now, if you notice, there are some tags that have opening and closing, and there are tags that only have one content. Like they are opening and closing, right?
I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So as I said that there are some tags that have both an opening, like each one has opening tag. There are some elements that have both opening and closing tags, and there are tags that only have one, there is no closing. Yeah. Hello.
So I can hear you.
Yeah, I said the BR tag does not have closing. It has one tag. Self. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So I said BR tag has the BR element has only one tag. Doesn't have like others have opening and closing, but BR has only one tag. The image tag is like that. It only has one. IMG, and this is how it is. This is the image tag.
Okay, sir.
This is how the image is. Has then it can take some properties. You can take this one now is where you want the image to come from. Let me check my PC a bit for an image.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Let me use this. Let me use a meme. Now let me rename it a bit. Easy image image.png. So now we are going to reference that image, and to do that, simple. We just do this. We put a dot. Image is in the same folder. Now this source is the location of the image. Do you understand? Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Yes, sir.
I said the source, this SRC, it is the location of the image. So this image is
Okay,
in the
sir.
same folder with me. So I just put one dot and like this, and then I press and I type in the name image PNG. PNG is the file extension, like .html, but images can be JPEG or PNG or GIF, depends. So by the time I refresh, can you see? Can you see it?
No, not yet. Okay, yes, sir. I can see it.
So you simply cannot just drink Coke directly from a bottle. Always use a straw. It's the name that I put there. So that is how to use an image tag. You put in the img. It doesn't have a closing tag. It's just one tag, img it takes in the source, and then there's alt. In case now it is possible that this image is not there. The image is not there. So the alt can be name. So by the time I refresh the page, it will tell just say name there that the image you're looking for is not available. But let's forget about that for now. Let's use image that works. So this is how to add an image to your website, to a web page. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do some practical. Is there anything you don't understand? First of all, let's start with that. I'll be watching you as you're doing it, but is there anything you
So
don't understand?
what I don't understand is that how we're going to put the source. Like, are we just let's say
Okay, we are
the
going
name
to
of
take this
the
one.
picture's title is just capture. Will I just put capture there, or I'll put something else for the
Okay,
image?
the source. Let me explain. This source is, on your computer now, for instance, everything has a place that it is in. For instance, look at this is now. Do you know what a directory is?
Sir,
Do you know what a directory is?
directory. What directory?
Let me explain it like this. Let me just, if you want to add an image, put that image in the same file with your HTML, the same file with your HTML page, where your HTML page for where your HTML document is. Put the image in the same file with it. You can see that I put the image there. This is the name of my HTML tables, and the image is in the same folder with.
Okay,
Hello.
sir. So
So
I'm there.
since the image is in the same folder with it, what you have to do is to just come here, put one dot forward slash, and then you write the name of the image, image.png. That is the name of the image.
Sir, because sir, so how will I put my
Ask the
picture in the
question.
how will I put my image in the HTML site?
In the same folder with HTML.
Yes, sir.
You go and copy it now.
Okay,
My
sir.
image was inside pictures. My image was inside pictures.
Okay.
Let me put myself. This is me when I was younger. Throwback. I put that image. Let me rename it, make it easier to reference. My name is Bolu, so I put Bolu. And if I want to add my picture again, Bolu dot look at the name. The name is different to Bolu. So by the time I refresh, you can see me on the page, right? Can you see me?
No, not yet. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
So this is me. This is the picture I took last week. I took this picture last week. So that is just how it is. You put the image in the same folder. There are other ways, but for today, I'll just tell you. You put the image
So
in this
which folder?
folder. Okay. Open your. Let me stop sharing my screen. I'll stop sharing my screen now. So
Okay,
you
sir.
you share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
No, yet. Not yet. Yeah, I can see your screen now. So go open your VS Code. Open your your Sublime. Abi, what do you use? Atom or what did you say you use?
It's Sublime.
You open your, and let's see. Open file on the top. Sorry, look at
Yes, sir.
look at look at the top of the
Sir, I
window.
can't hear
You
you.
can see that the top of the top of the Sublime editor. You can see. No. See they wrote C slash users Akinwande
Sir.
document second HTML. Now go to your document. It's telling you that your HTML is inside your document. Open your document on your document.
I'm in the. Oh,
See document. You're even inside document now. Then scroll down. You see second HTML somewhere.
yes, sir.
Where is it? Scroll down. No. It's the last. Is it, no.
Sir,
Like look at it on top of September. Yeah, that's the one. You for which the other ones had a mistake. You didn't add the extension properly. So yeah, if you're you can if you're going to add an image to your HTML file using the style that I showed you, you're going to copy the image. You know what? Let's quickly do it now. Go to and copy an image.
okay.
Just any run that cap ice cream. Copy ice cream. Copy ice cream. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
stop.
Copy to document.
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 Okay.
Open documents. Ice cream. Look at it.
Yes, sir.
File. Now go back. Go to your HTML. Let's do it. Let's
Okay,
quickly
sir.
add that one. Do you remember what I told you? Put it on top of the table.
Yes, sir.
Don't put it after the
Sir?
ice cream. Ice cream. .png.
Um,
Save it and check it out in the browser. Can you see it?
yes, sir.
Awesome. The text align also affects images. That's why your image, but it doesn't affect. Okay. So now, since you're even here already, yeah, you've already done everything actually. All that is remaining for
So
now
I
is
wanted
to put.
to do border. I was about to do
Yeah.
border.
To tell you. Do you want me to share my screen or?
Sophie, share your
Or,
screen.
or let me telling you so that you be typing it. So before you add this style, create another on top of this table, tr, cd.
Yes,
Right
sir.
table there. On top of it, do open another one for table.
Another one for table.
Yeah, only table. So whenever you put comma like this, the style you put here will affect every HTML element. But we need one specific table now. So press spacebar. No, after the body zone, after you're pressing the space after the closing curly brackets.
So this is it now.
Yeah, that place. Press spacebar there. So table. And you open your curly bracket. Yeah. So you're going to add border and a border. You're going to add border collapse.
Border collapse. Okay.
I think I explained what border collapse does before now.
Yes.
So you're setting it to, let me make it exactly like my own. You're setting it to collapse. Then add a margin left.
Margin left.
Spacebar. Yeah. No. After it's inside, it's going to be inside the curly bracket. After the semicolon.
Margin left.
Yeah, margin left. It's going to be no. Margin hyphen left.
Yeah, that's what I did.
No, you put margin colon left.
Okay.
No. Remove that colon. Remove that colon for now. Yeah, hyphen. Yeah, left. Then put your semicolon. Then 33%.
Sir, 50%.
33%. 33. Just join number. And I'm just showing you how it work. So before we move on, arrange
Sir,
the before you move to the next line, set the spacing. Make you wrote everything on the same line.
yes, sir.
Differentiate it the way you differentiated for body and the way you differentiated for body. Border collapse on one line and margin left on another line.
Yes. So something like this.
You can see that the opening and closing brackets are on their own, like on one line each.
Yes, sir.
So try and do that too. Press enter
Sir,
after separate the opening and closing bracket. The opening bracket, press enter to move the content to another.
okay.
I said after the opening bracket. Move up.
Sir,
Move up. No, No, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Leave it for now. Leave it for now. So go to the table TR and TD. Now we are going to add style to it. Just write border.
Border. Okay.
That's the name of that's the style we want to appear. Yeah. 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 px.
1 dx.
px, 1 px for pixels. Space,
Space.
space, solid,
Solid.
space, black.
Black.
Yeah, black. Now put your semicolon there. You remove that colon for the semicolon. Put colon. Yeah, save and check in the browser. Scroll down. Can you see it? Sorry, to me that's blocking myself. So I see that it now has borders. Go. Let me see your code, please. Let me see your code again. Table TRTD. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how to add to a table. You just put your border. You can actually add border to anything. You can add border to your paragraphs. You can add border to your headings. You can add border to anything at all. So I'm listening.
So, please, I have a question about our assignment. How am I going to send it? Like the HTML assignment. How am I going to send it?
Oma will send it.
Okay, sir.
So I'll tell Oma that I want to submit, and she will tell you how to send it. So, yeah, that's basically all for this class.
Okay,
You
sir.
can. I'm going to share a link with you. You can go there and play. You can have fun on their website. It's where is the? Let me make sure I get it properly. Free code camp dot. So I'm going to type it in the message now.
Okay, sir.
You can just check it out there. So freecodecamp.org. Check the chat. Can you see it? There are lots of
No. Yes, sir.
I'm coming. Let me the particular one that you might be interested in. told you is the barest basics. Like there's so much more that you can learn.
Yes.
That there's so much more to learn actually, not so much more. So I want to bring out the for specific web or HTML and CSS can. Yeah. So responsive. Okay. Freecodecamp.org. Document. Okay. So you would have to log in. You have to sign up. It's free. It's free, like the name implies. But there are plenty of stuff you can learn. What I just did was to just what we did here is to just show you the basics, the possibilities. We tried out basics I can do with. I'm sure you like the stuff you made.
So,
Do you like what you made? Like that's all timetable web page.
yes.
You can do there you can even you there are lots of stuff you can do. So just check it out, freecodecamp.org, and you would find awesome resources to learn, and you would enjoy it. You would enjoy it. Let me put it that way. So let me come back to class. Um, is there any question you have
Awesome.
before we close? It was awesome. You, Sam. Yes, thank you for bearing with me and my network.
Awesome.
Yeah. So have a nice day. If there's anything, Oma will contact you soon. She's currently not online, so she will contact you as soon as possible. Is that good?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all.
Okay.